They thought I was a beginner. I helped build the tool they're still learning. When I walked into the coding bootcamp, I could already feel the judgment. My hoodie was wrinkled, and my laptop had a Hello Kitty sticker. Everyone else was clustered in friend groups, swapping GitHub usernames and throwing around buzzwords like they were on Shark Tank. I sat quietly, opened my laptop, and pulled up a terminal window. Within minutes, Caleb, the loudest guy in the room, leaned over and said, "You still using vanilla JavaScript? Cute." I smiled and didn't respond. Over the next few days, I kept getting comments for every little thing I did. When I handwrote pseudocode instead of using ChatGPT, someone snorted. When I mentioned I preferred command line over GUI, they looked at me like I was speaking a dead language. During a group project, I offered a fix to a bug in the newest front-end framework they were using, and Caleb cut me off to correct me in front of everyone. "Don't worry," he said with a smirk. "You'll get there eventually." What he didn't know was that I'd already been there. A year ago, I interned at a major tech company. It was competitive, brutal, and the best summer of my life. I helped prototype part of the exact framework they were struggling to understand. I contributed code that got pushed to the first version. I didn't say any of this because, honestly, I liked seeing who treated me like I didn't belong before they realized how badass I really am. The turning point came during a debugging challenge. Caleb's group was stumped. Their code wasn't rendering correctly, and no one could figure out why. I walked over, glanced at the console, and said, "It's a mismatch in your shadow DOM hydration. Line 42. They laughed until they checked, and it worked. Then I walked up to the projector, pulled up the open source repo they were all using, scrolled to the original commit, and clicked on the contributor name. My name lit up the screen. I said, "I built that component. You're welcome." The room went silent. Caleb turned pale. One girl blinked and asked, "Why didn't you say anything?" I shrugged and said, "I wanted to see who'd treat me like a rookie just because I looked like one." That afternoon, I got 3 coffee invites and a Slack DM that started with, "Hey, I was wondering if you could maybe help me with..." Funny how things work out like that.